The Total Media Sports Network presents Raceland Rams football. Now let's go to the stadium for the pregame show and the voice of the Raceland Rams, James Collier.
And a pleasant good evening from Hazard as we welcome you into Countdown to Kickoff here on the Total Media Sports Network and on Kool TV. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight as the Raceland Rams, fresh off their bye week, make the trip down at US 23 and across US 80 to Hazard and homecoming night for the Bulldogs. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here from the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as the 4-1 Raceland Rams meet up against the 3-3 Hazard Bulldogs. Hazard fell last week to Knox Central 34-31. They've fallen in 3 of their 6 contests this season. Raceland, the lone loss in that devastating come-from-behind victory that they fell against Pikeville a couple of weeks ago. And talking with head coach Mike Sammons just a while ago, and he said that the team was energetic this week about getting back on the road because that was the last place that they felt like that they made that big mistake that could, alter a season. They've taking care of business the last couple of weeks, but they're excited for the opportunity here tonight on the road against Hazard. We'll step out for our first break. We'll come back and preview the matchup. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons, get his thoughts on the contest this evening, and get you ready for kickoff. Beautiful evening here in Hazard as homecoming night for the Bulldogs. And our coverage continues after this here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Since 19, part of our journey.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luz, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we get you set for kickoff tonight between the Raceland Rams and the Hazard Bulldogs. Raceland exercising its bye week after coming off a hearty win over Newport Central Catholic last time out a couple of weeks ago. Raceland's lone loss on the season falling to Pikeville in the Lightning Bowl, in which everything was rolling well. It was 27-0. They stopped play. They come back an hour and 5 minutes later, and it was lightning in a bottle for Pikeville as they rolled off 35 unanswered to take the win away and give Raceland its only loss on the season. For Hazard, they've lost 2 in a row. Last week to Knox Central, 34-31. The week prior to Campbellsville, 21-18. Their other lone loss on the season back on September the 6th to Prestonsburg, 23-9. Mix in a win over Breathitt County there, 49-21, and then open the season with a 46-14 win over Montgomery County and a 42-7 win over Whitley County. Previewing the home Bulldogs, I should say, William Shoptaw, the sophomore, he's thrown it for nearly 1,500 yards on the season, 110 of 177, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, averaging just over 242 a game. Last week threw for 160 yards, no touchdowns. But the last 3 weeks, it's really been Cam Miller that has kind of led the surge. 24 carries for 180 yards last week for 2 touchdowns. and he's got 5 on the season, just under 500 yards rushing. There's several players, though, on this team that are going to be called early and often tonight in the passing game. Connor Holbrook's one of those. Gavin Johnson is another. And Javion Fullwood. You'll hear those names a lot here this evening as we get you set for this matchup between Raceland and Hazard. We're going to step out for the national anthem. We'll come back and talk with head coach Mike Sammons, get his thoughts on the contest, and get you ready for kickoff. Raceland and Hazard as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
On Kool TV, joined now with Raceland head coach Mike Sammons. And Coach, a good rest point there of the midpoint of the season, your bye week. And again, we've talked many times over the last couple of weeks, just a good opportunity for some of those bumps and bruises, nicks and bangs to heal up. But more importantly, that mental side of the thing gets healed up as well as you get ready to make this final push in the regular season.
Yeah, comes right at the dead point, midpoint of the regular season. Plus, you put 2 scrimmages in there, so you kind of had 7 consecutive weeks. And so we have a midpoint break here of the regular season. That's not our season in itself, but a chance for us to hit the reset button. We get one more kind of tune-up, run through, whatever you want to call it, tonight before we start district play. And so the district games are the ones that really matter. And so tonight we have a great opportunity to make sure we continue to move forward and keep building our momentum as we move into district play over the next 3 weeks.
What did you like about your pulse in practice this week? I know you said it was very spiritual, it was very business-like approach. Guys were really honed in on their craft and what they need to do here this evening.
Yeah, so the last 2 weeks we've been at home, and obviously the games have kind of went in our favor. Not entirely, and we weren't perfect for 48 minutes, but overall, we were successful. And I think our guys are anxious to get back on the road in a hostile environment because that was the one time when we let our guard down. And the last time we were on the road, 2 hours somewhat south of home, kind of where we are tonight, that was a very reflective moment for us to learn from. And so I think our guys are excited to get back in that moment and show what was learned in that. It's all about one thing to make a mistake and learn from it, and the next time you're gonna make a new mistake, a new different mistake. So I think our guys are excited to get back on the road, obviously in a hostile environment tonight, and when you get invited in for homecoming, it gives you a little bit extra, what you want to call pep in your step, or a little more juice in the tank. And I think our guys are really excited to perform tonight.
You look at what they like to do. It's no secret they want to sling the football around. And I went back and looked at the numbers. The Shoptall kid, he threw in both games against you last year. He's a combined 3 of 11 for 26 yards, just threw for a touchdown. A little bit different looking cat this year as a sophomore.
Yeah, much improved. Playing more. Last year, He was a specialized package quarterback for them. And then I think he threw the touchdown in the first game in kind of a backup role when the starter came out. I think it was in a regular season game. So very, very gifted high school arm, very dynamic body for a high school quarterback, particularly when you talk about a sophomore. We just got to try to get him off his spot tonight. Listen, he's going to complete some balls tonight. There's no question about that. We can't have him up in the mid-60s and 70% range. We got to get some pressure, get him off his spot, get him using his legs a little bit, which may not be what he desires to do, and really try to cause him some havoc with our pass rush. You can't cover forever. I don't care. Turn the game on Sundays. We just watched the game on Sunday with Dallas and Green Bay, and those are the best players in the world. They can't stop. If you can't get to the quarterback, they can't stop them either. 80-some points put up on the board, and so you can't cover forever. So we got to make sure that we rush the passer in our lanes, and we're very opportunistic when we send pressure. When we get pressure, we got to get home. If we can do those things, I feel like keep him guessing, it'll give us the best chance to be successful.
Going back looking at those two games last year, you guys, especially in that playoff game there in the regional championship games, you rushed for over 300 yards. And again, I think that was kind of the poison pill that got Hazard off what they wanted to do. You guys just grind out 3-4 yards every time you touch the football and just kept running it right down their throats.
Yeah, they always say the best defense is a good offense. Keep your offense on the field and keep their offense on the sideline. And so obviously we want to keep 18 and his guys on the sideline as much as we can tonight. Our team's a little different. You get playoff football, the game changes. So there's some things learned from that game, but all in all, this is a new year. This is two totally different teams. That night too, it was extremely cold. Things change in the playoffs, and so obviously we want to make sure that we can run the ball. Whoever can run the ball more successful and stop the run will give themselves the best chance to win. It is high school football. Take all the throws and all the fancy things out of the game. You got to be able to run the ball and stop the run. That'll still be a huge key tonight for us. Are we going to line up and run for 300 yards? I don't know. The last few weeks they've really taken away the run. So they do a good job in the box. They've also ran the ball well, particularly because they're able to throw the ball. And so when they started getting some runs going with their pass game, then all of a sudden they become really dynamic. So those are things that we're going to make sure we're sure on tonight. And they're going to get us on one-on-one matchups. And when they do, we have to tackle in space.
You look at what they do defensively through 6 games, they've got 22 sacks. They're really active there in the middle, especially out of the 3-4 defense. And we've talked about it many times the last couple of weeks. Number one's a guy you have to know where he is on the field.
Yeah, he's an outstanding high school football player. Runs sideline to sideline, runs downhill. And when he gets there, he doesn't miss. They're very aggressive defensively, I would say. And so when you're that aggressive, it makes sense that they got home 22 times in, 6 games, I guess, almost 4 times a game. And I'm sure tonight they'll get home some. We just got to make sure when they don't get home that we make them pay. When you bring a ton of pressure, just like I talked a minute ago, we got to be opportunistic in our pressure. When you bring a lot of pressure, you have a lot of risk. That's how it goes, risk and reward. And when they don't get home tonight, with their pressure, we have to make sure we make them pay with what they call chunk plays or gash plays, and make sure we're explosive, make sure we execute, because sometimes pressure can not get home, but can throw you off. And so those are things that will be really important tonight as we identify their pressure pre-snap and get us in the right fix that we want to be in, with Jake kind of running the charge against the pressure. But then the last part is you got to execute against it.
Coach, good luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, James.
We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll meet our starting line, so get you ready for kickoff. Homecoming night for the Bulldogs. The Raceland Rams are in town. Our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Since 1930, thank you for being a part of our journey.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank. for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back here in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we get you set for kickoff between the Raceland Rams and the Hazard Bulldogs. The officials that are brought to you this evening by Tri-State Ophthalmology for all your eye care needs. See Tri-State Ophthalmology, 2841 Lexington Avenue in Ashland, providing complete eye care with compassion. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. Our weather forecast is brought to you by Air Supreme. For supreme service you can count on, visit airsupremellc.com. Beautiful, clear evening, 3/4 moon hanging right over top of the 50-yard line here in what they call the holler down here in Hazard. Captain's meetings at midfield. Raceland in all whites tonight. Hazard in all blue. Gold domes for the Bulldogs, orange domes for the Rams. Hazard won the toss. They want the football. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for kickoff, and we return right after this. Here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at Hazard as we get you set for the Bulldogs and the Rams. Again, Raceland all in white. They'll be on defense first, so let's meet the offense for the home Bulldogs. Hudson Johnson will set them down in the center position. Tyler Houston, Cole Napier on the guards. Chris Parton and Gannon Mullins as the tackles. The sophomore quarterback is William Shoptaw. He'll be joined in the backfield by Cam Miller, the freshman, who's just under 500 yards, but he's been dynamic the last couple of weeks. His three primary weapons in the passing attack will be Connor Holbrook, Gavin Johnson, and Javion Fullwood. He'll go after a 3-4 defense. Across the front, Bryson Toole, Chris Spradlin. I'm not certain if Alex Headley is back this week. If he is not, we'll see Ian Vance or Chris Crum in those positions. In the linebacking core, Shannon Marucci, Logan Lockwood, Landon Bloss makes his return this week after being out since Ashland. And then Brody Brumfield, Jackson King will also be in that mix as well. The corners, Max Burton, Bryson Rousey, and Parker Eisen. And then the safeties, Landon Goodall and Jonah Arnett. Seth Morris, the left-footed kicker, will send it deep from high atop the press box as I view it, left to right. And it's going to be Gavin Johnson and Connor Holbrook back to return for the Bulldogs, who won it first here on their homecoming. Morris makes his approach. Little squib kick. Drops this one in at the 25. It's fielded and brought back up by Corbin Fletcher. As he'll get it out to about the 36. Let's see if that's where they're going to put it. But it looks like that's where it will go. And it will be. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Shoptaw in an offset pistol look. Two receivers right, one to the left. Play action, zings this one out to his man in the slot. That's Connor Holbrook who makes the grab. He'll push it out to the 40 on a gain of 4. And actually move it back a yard, so gain of 3 to the 39. 2nd down and 7. Far side hash mark, 3 hats across the line. Hand off to Cam Miller. He'll lower the shoulder, go right off the right tackle. get out to the 42. It'll be third down. Gain of 3 on the play, 3rd and 4. Raceland defensively on third down this season, 33.5%, 17 of 51. Two receivers each way. Boundary is the right side. Shoptall on 3rd down and 4. Play action, stands in the pocket. Looking downfield, going for a home run ball. He's got his man with a step who holds it in and makes the catch at the 20 and moves the sticks on a big home run ball. They went after Max Burton and they make the connection. As Gavin Johnson takes it down inside the 20. They want to go quickly. They got it down to the 17, and then the handoff goes to the running back, Cam Miller. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. Make it 2nd down and 8. Two receivers to the left. And play out. We got a flag and offsides against Raceland. So the free 5 will move it down to the 10. Just shy of the 9. So make it 2nd down and 3. Bulldogs threatening here on their opening possession. Fullwood's an attached tight end to the left. Shoptall on 2nd down, wants to throw, zings it out near side, has his man there as he gets it into the hands of Gavin Johnson. He's wrapped up short of the goal line. But it will move the sticks as they'll take it down to the 2 and another 1st down. 2nd of the ball game for the Bulldogs, who are threatening on the opening possession. They'll go to an I formation. Shoptall under center. The take to give to Miller. Miller squirts through and gets into the end zone for 6. And Hazard, no problem. They go right to the end zone for a touchdown to open up this ball game on the opening drive. Methodically right down the field they went. Shoptall 3 for 3 for 52 yards. Cam Miller gets in for his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Max Kilburn, the freshman kicker, out to put this one through and splits the uprights. 7-0 Hazard. We'll step out for a break. We return for more after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Nice drive by the Bulldogs as they go right down the field on the opening possession and put it in the end zone for 6. Well, squib kick, high hop off the turf, fielded at the 15. Charlie Vanderhoof bounces it to the outside and gets slung off of his feet in front of the Hazard bench. They'll take him down at the 27, and that's where the Rams will start their first drive, trailing in the ballgame, 7-0. So we'll look at the offensive starters for the Rams. Carson Bowden, the senior center. He'll be flanked with Chris Crum, Isaac Horsley as the guards, Jake Littoral and Ian Vance as your tackles. Landon Stiltner, Shanna Marucci, and Jonah Arnett will be a mixture of your backs in the backfield. It'll be Marucci that'll start with Waller in a twin set. Hazard loading the line. There was movement. Somehow we keep playing. Waller breaks free, comes back into the middle of the field, makes a man miss at the 40, and gets out to the 45 and a Johnson chiropractic first down for the junior running back for the Rams. A gain of 18, his longest on the season. The Rams pick up the first down. Rams averaging just under 382 a game. And we got movement on both sides. Which one went first is the question. Which direction are we going, gentlemen? We get a false start against the Rams. So behind the sticks they go, 1st and 15. Raceland on the season, averaging right at 6 penalties a game for 61 yards. 2 weeks ago, they were flagged for double-digit penalties, and then 13 for 113 down at Pikeville. An offset pistol look for Raceland this time. The low snap, the give to Arnett. He'll bounce it to the right side, or out to the right side of the left and cross midfield and get it out to the 49-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play, 2nd and 4. Arnett, 34 rushes for 167, 2 touchdowns. He's also caught 5 passes for 101. Waller wanting to throw, rolling out left, looking left, has his man there. That's Eli Evans who makes the catch as he gets down inside the 40. They'll take him down to the 39 on a gain of 10 and a Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams, their second here on the drive. Down 7-0, but driving. Marucci stays in the backfield to take the give to Marucci. Marucci finds a big hole right up the gut. He goes. He lowers the shoulders. He runs in to Gavin Johnson right at the 30-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. Raceland pretty much doing anything it wants to do offensively on this drive, much like what Hazard did on their first drive. We got some confusion in the backfield. Somehow Raceland will still get it loose and will move it forward as Marucci and Arnett ran into each other. But they'll get it down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 2, and that'll move the sticks and another Ram Pharmacy first down. 3 receivers wide to the right. Marucci stays in the backfield on 1st down and 10. They give it to him again. He cuts back left. Right down the seam he goes, and he's down just shy of the 20. And we got a player down on the far sideline for Hazard. Player slow to come up. They'll take him down to the 21 on a gain of 7. That player is Cody Hill, one of their defensive linemen, and he's going to have to come to the sideline. They're telling him just to sit down. And we will get a stoppage of play with 7:23 to play here in the opening frame. Well, Hazard wasted no time. 6 plays, 64 yards. 41 of that coming on a big home run ball from Shoptall to Gavin Johnson. Cam Miller dives in for the touchdown. 2 minutes and a second off the clock. Raceland has countered with a 6-play, 52-yard drive that's currently underway. But a big loss off that defensive line of Cody Hill. He's very gingerly walking to his sideline. Bryson Gayhart has replaced him in there at the nose tackle position. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Rams. Play action Waller. Trying to set up a screen pass, gets it out to Marucci. Marucci makes the grab, low to the turf, cuts back in at the 10, and he's into the house for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. Shannon Marucci. Coach Sammons told him before the game tonight, he said, it's your night tonight. We need a big game out of you. And he took that one pretty much all the way down to pay dirt, and the Rams are an extra point away from tying this ball game at 7 apiece. Jake Waller, 18 of 20. Scott Wilkes, your long snapper. Parker Eisen will set it down. Snap is back. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. 7-0. 7-10 to play here in the first. We return after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West. 7-all as we return to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. That last drive for the Rams, 7 plays, 73 yards. Shannon Marucci hauls in the touchdown pass from Jake Waller as he throws his 11th on the season. And we are even at 7. And we got penalty markers flying again on the kickoff. This will be against the Rams as well. So back it up to the 35-yard line now. And now it's going to be Jake Waller instead of Seth Morris. Waller asking, where do I get to put the ball? And so he has it on the far side hash mark. High kick coming near sideline. Fletcher takes it at his 25. Finds the sideline and gets hemmed up and finally pushed out by Brody Brumfield, but a good return as Hazard will have it inside of Raceland territory at the Rams 42. Raceland trying to go with the directional kicks to keep it away from Holbrook and Johnson, and that time Fletcher just took it right down the near sideline. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do here in a 7-7 ball game. They had very little resistance defensively going down on their first drive. Here's Shoptall on 1st down and 10 from the Rams 42 on a short field. The take to give to Miller. He'll dive right up the gut across the 40. Take him down to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. That's Johnson. Shoptall and Miller with an H-back of Fullwood. 3 hats across the line for the Rams. Shoptall on 2nd down. Gives it off to Miller on a stretch play, and he gets wrestled to the ground in the backfield. Jackson King leading the surge. Also in there was Logan Lockwood. It'll be 3rd down. They'll take it back just shy of the 40, so a loss of 2 back to the 39 it'll go to and make it 3rd down and 7. Hazard did convert on their 1 3rd down on their opening drive. I might think this might be 4 down territory for the Bulldogs. Shoptall on 3rd down. Clean pocket, stands in the pocket, pressure coming, and the Rams get home. Getting in there was Alex Headley. Welcome back, Mr. Headley, as he picks up his 2nd sack of the season. And a loss takes it back near midfield as it'll go inside the 45, take him down at the 46 on a loss of 7 as Mr. Headley. His first game back in a couple of weeks. So the Rams defense stands tall. Arnett stands back inside of his own 20. And Javion Fullwood to kick this one away. It's a fake. A little lob ball near side. It is tipped and nearly cut, but is dropped. The deflected ball hit the hands of Connor Holbrook, but the incomplete pass will be the turnover on downs, and the Rams will take over back at the 46-yard line. So Raceland gets the defensive stop. Now can the offense cash in from their own 46 on 1st and 10 in a 7-7 ball game with 5:13 to play here in the opening quarter. Here's Marucci trying to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tripped up. Coming downhill was Raceland, and we've talked about him so much this week leading in. Make it a 2nd and 12 on the loss of 2. Marucci stays in the backfield. 2 receivers each way. They'll empty the backfield for Waller. They'll swing it out to the far side. Making the grab there's Eli Evans. He'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Rams. So Linden on the stop, 3rd and 11 now. Raceland needs to get the ball to the Bulldogs' 44. Seven was just over 4 minutes to go as the Rams are still in their huddle. Plenty of time as they break it with 15. Marucci stays in the backfield. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 left. 5 hats across the line for the Bulldogs. Waller wants to throw. Standing in the pocket, has all kinds of time. Lobs this one down the far sideline, just throws this one away. Smart decision there by the quarterback. So the Rams will go 3 and out, and they'll have to punt it away. So both teams scoring on their opening possessions, pretty much both going down with very little resistance from the defense. And on their second possessions, the defense stands tall. So Waller to poot this one away and hangs one high in the clear skies here over top of the field. Raceland gets a good bounce, and this one's going to go down inside the 5. How about down to the 2? Great kick there by Waller. As this one will go 53 yards, his longest kick of the season. No return, 3:30 to play here in the opening quarter. All tied at 7. Some teams hate this situation. Teams that are built like Hazard, that's a lot of green space in front of them. They can try to hit a home run ball. I would not be surprised to see them try to go after one here. Shoptall, play action, looking near sideline, zips it out to his man. He's got Johnson there. He's gang tackled at the 10. He's just getting so much space. They're just playing pitch and catch. He's got an easy 5 to 6 yards off of him every time. Quick give to Miller. Miller cuts back right. Gets bottled up, but he should have enough to move the sticks for a Bulldogs first down. They'll take him out to the 14-yard line, looks like. Yes, out to the 14 on a gain of 4. 4 first downs each way for these two teams. Shoptall, play action. Zips this one out far side, and it's met immediately as he hits Connor Holbrook, and Landon Goodall comes downhill and wraps him up. Call it a loss of 5 on the play, so make it a gain of 4, my mistake. 2nd and 6, play action, Shoptall. Pressure coming off the edge. Floating this one down the near sideline, and it's incomplete. That time, Max Burton was going step for step with Gavin Johnson. Just running a deep out route. So 7-7, 2:04 on arrested clock, and 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Bulldogs, who are 1 of 2 on 3rd down tries this evening. Boyd County hammering Greenup County 28-7 currently. Ashland all over Rowan 34-0 over Putnam Stadium. 7-7 here. Shoptall on 3rd down. Pressure coming off the edge. Throws this one across the middle looking for his big tight end of Fullwood, but they can't make the hookup, and the pass falls incomplete, and the Rams defense are going to hold again. Now, don't believe you'll see a fake on this one. So we'll be Fullwood that will go back to return. Jonah Arnett standing back inside the 50. He'll stand at the Bulldogs' 48-yard line. High snap to Fullwood. Gets a good booming kick, comes near sideline. It gets over top the head of Arnett and takes a hazard bounce and gets downed at the Raceland 39. So 43 yards on the kick, no return. 147 to play here in the opening quarter. And we're all tied at 7. East Carter leads Bath County 14-0 that game in the second quarter. Lawrence leading Mason County 7-0 that game in the second quarter as well. Still looking for scores on Lewis Fleming and Fairview Nicholas County. We'll keep you up to date on those as we go through the evening. All right, the Rams offense onto the field. Shannon Marucci stays in the backfield. 5 hats across the line for the Bulldogs on 1st down and 10. The take to give to Marucci, and he gets sandwiched. Getting in there and making the low stop, that was the running back Cam Miller that got him low. Did a really good job getting off the edge there. So no game on the play. Actually, that's going to be a loss of 1. Back to the 38, he's 2nd down and 11. Landon Stiltner in the backfield for the first time tonight. A big week 2 weeks ago, 24 carries for 210 yards. The take to give to Stiltner. He makes a man miss. Right up the seam he goes. Makes a man miss at the 50. He's down inside the 45, the 40. And he'll pick up a Johnson Chiropractic first down on his first carry tonight. They'll take him down to the 42. That's a gain of 20. Empty set for the Rams on 1st down and 10. Waller wants to throw, floats it down the middle, has his man wide open down the seam, and he overthrows him. He was looking for Landon Bloss. He was uncovered. Bloss making his return after going down in the first game of the season with Ashland. If Bloss makes the catch, that was 6. Instead, 50 seconds to play here in the opening frame. All tied at 7 and 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. The take to give to Arnett. Right up the gut he goes. He'll go across the 40 down to the 39. So a gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 7. Raceland will have to snap it. There's about a half second between the play clock and the game clock. So this should be the final play of the first quarter. And I think they're going to let them take this down. And we are headed to quarter number 2. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Rams from the Hazard 39-yard line when we return after this here on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, for being a part of our journey.
Back at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, all tied at 7 as we start the second quarter. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Raceland 99 total yards of offense in the first quarter. Hazard was 71. Both teams scoring on their opening drives with ease, and the defenses have stood tall since then. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 from the Bulldogs' 39-yard line for the Rams. They're going to twin set from the near side hash mark. Marucci in the right pocket of Waller. Rolling out right is Waller, looking, surveying, throwing his man, and he's got his comeback route. As that's Parker Eisen who hauls it in, and that should move the sticks. Or is it going to be just shy? It will be a a Johnson Chiropractic first down.
First down, Ram.
They'll take him to the 31-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play. And the Rams pick up their 6th first down of the contest. Raceland will go into the T formation. Nope, just 2 backs and a wing back of Stiltner to the right. The take to give to Marucci. He dives right up the gut off of right tackle. He's inside the 30, just shy of the 25. Looked like about the 27-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. Make it 2nd down and 6. Far side hash mark on a beautiful night here in Hazard.
27-yard line.
74 degrees at kickoff. Clear skies, a 3/4 moon hanging over top of the field here on homecoming night for the Bulldogs. Now they go in the T formation. On 2nd down, the give to Arnett. Shifts to the outside. He'll get down to just shy of the 24. Give him a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 4 for the Rams. They're 1 of 2 on 3rd down tries tonight. 46% on the season, 17 of 37. Ball right between the hash marks, knocking on the orange zone door. 2-back set with a wing of Marucci. The pitch outside. Arnett wants to throw. He's got to get rid of it. He'll make a man miss, get down the sideline, and move the sticks. And a Johnson Chiropractic first down.
Arnett, the ball carrier.
It was designed to be a halfback pass. And he'll get to the 21 to move the sticks. And a fresh set of downs for the Rams. Their 7th of the ball game. Nice job there by Arnett in the backfield to do a little shake and bake to get free. So now the Rams go back in that T formation. Arnett, Marucci, and Stiltner. They give it to Marucci on a dive right off of right center. And he's down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone to the 19. Gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 on the play. Ball's on the Bulldog 19-yard line, 2nd down.
Marucci last year in game 1 when these two teams met in the regular season, 7 carries for 44 yards. Had 3 touchdowns in that game. 15 for 54 in the second meeting in the regional championship game, I should say. Both of those were played up at Raceland. Give to Stiltner. Stiltner bounces it to the outside. He'll take it down inside the 15. They'll give him the 13. It'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Stiltner only 2 carries tonight for 26 yards. His first of going for 20, though. All tied at 7. 9:45 to play here in the opening half. Rams threatening on this drive. Another give to Stiltner. A huge lane off the right edge. As that'll go down inside the 10 and make it 1st and goal. Give him the 8 on a gain of 5. So inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone for the Rams. 1st and goal from the Bulldogs, 8. All tied at 7. 9:20 to play in the opening half. 12th play of the drive coming up on this snap for the Rams. They'll send 2 receivers wide to the left. Waller in an offset pistol look. And we've got movement both ways. And we'll get a penalty against Hazard. That'll go half the distance to the goal. So that'll move it down to the 4. So 1st and goal from the 4 now. Evans and Davidson split way to the left. An offset pistol look with Arnett and Marucci. Waller on 1st and goal, gives it off to Arnett. He finds a gap, spins off to the right side, and dances into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. A 4-yard touchdown run for Jonah Arnett. 8:53 to play before halftime, and the Rams take the lead. It's 13-7. 12 plays, 61 yards, 4 minutes, 53 seconds. And now Waller out for the extra point. Isa to set it down. Kick is up, splits the uprights, 14-7 Raceland. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, we've for being a part of our journey.
14-7 Raceland after the touchdown run from Joan Arnett. The 4-yard run gives him his third rushing touchdown of the season. Fletcher will field it, bobble it inside the 15. It's picked up. And finally, Connor Hobart gets put on the ground right at the 25. So put him at, let's see, we're going to go 24 or 25, guys. And they will put it at the 25. 8:45 to play before halftime. Now they've moved it back. First and 10 Bulldogs, down by 7. Shoptaw wants to throw on first down. Zips this one to the outside. He's got his man there, Corbin Fletcher, who makes his 19th catch of the season. And then penalty markers fly on the back end as the Rams are going to get hit with 15 on the backside of it. Landon Goodall makes the stop. So we get out to the 29, and then it'll be 15 from that spot. And he'll take it out to the 44-yard line. Again, that's something that has kind of been a bugaboo of this team this season, is the penalties. Here tonight, already tallying up 4 for 30. First and 10 Bulldogs, near side hash mark, Shoptaw. Clean pocket, stands high in the pocket. Pressure coming off the edge now, rolling out to the left. Throws this one down, has his man. There's Fullwood, who makes the catch in the middle of the field inside of Raceland territory and gets spun off of his feet after getting inside the Rams 45. Shannon Marucci and Landon Goodall there to make the stop. Just a heads-up play there by Fullwood, making himself available, and a nice throw by Shoptaw. Gain of 13 on the play. Flips basically the field from one side to the other and inside of Raceland territory now. First and 10 from the Rams 43, far side hash mark for Shoptaw. Rolling out right, looking downfield, pressure coming off the edge. Shoptaw's going to throw it, has his man there, and Fullwood hits him in the hands and drops it. Landon Goodall was the closest man there, but the pass falls incomplete. Clock stops at 7:50 to play here in the first half and brings up second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Shoptaw saw limited action last year as a freshman against Raceland. In the two games combined, threw for a total of 26 yards, 3 of 11 with a touchdown pass in the first game. Second and 10. This ball's loose as the handoff that went to Miller was bobbled. He will fall on it. It was Bryson Toole that blew it up as it come up the middle. So take it back to the 47 and make it now 3rd and 14. Again, Hazard needs the Raceland 33 to move the sticks. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 left. Miller stays in the backfield with Shoptaw on 3rd down and long. Pressure coming off the edge. Lofts this one to the far sideline, trying to get it to his man, and penalty markers fly. They were going after Max Burton again. It was intended for Gavin Johnson, and the 15-yard penalty will move the sticks just enough to make it a first down for the Bulldogs. So 30 yards of penalties on this drive. So should take it to the 32 on the 15-yard infraction. Again, in high school, it is not a spot foul like you see in the NFL. So Hazard picks up their 6th first down of the ball game. And now they've got it at the Raceland 32. 7 minutes to play on a rested clock. Little counter play. They'll zip it out far side. They've got Johnson who makes the catch. They've got 8 yards of cushion underneath him. You can throw that pass all day long. Take him down to the 27. Make it a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. He is on the line of scrimmage right now, and the guy over top of him, Max Burton, is standing 6 yards, almost 7 yards off of him. Shoptall moves his running back, Miller, to his right pocket. Wants to throw, looking to the left. Going toward the home run, ball toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. They were going back after Max Burton again, looking for Gavin Johnson. Well defended. This time it falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 5. Clock rested with 6:15 to play in the opening half. Rams in front, 14-7. Three receivers wide to the right. Now they're going to bring 4 receivers to the right and bunch them up as Shoptall puts one man to the boundary left, and that's Johnson. Empty set for Shoptall on 3rd and 5. Pumps, looks, little bubble screen inside. They've got their man there. That's Johnson who makes the catch. Goes across the 20 down to the 19. That was a well-designed play, and everybody in the building knew who it was going to. Gavin Johnson, 5 catches for 70, 41 of those on one pitch and catch on the opening drive for the Bulldogs. Inside of 6 to play here in the half. Bulldogs driving. The take to give to Miller, lowering the shoulders, pushing down toward the 15. He'll be shy of that mark, but a nice run on first down, brings up 2nd down. See if they give him the 16 or the 17. They'll take him to the 17-yard line, so gain of 2, 2nd and 8. The Rams could hold for 3 here. That would be huge. They get the football back with a chance to score, and they also get the ball to start the second half. But right now they're trying to keep it at a 7-point lead. Play action, Shoptall. Clean pocket, pressure coming off the edge. Now he's running from behind and just turns and throws this one out of bounds, and that should be intentional grounding. There's the penalty marker. Now the question is it intentional grounding or is it against Raceland? There was no receiver in the area. The question is, did he get outside the box? They are backing up, so. So intentional grounding.
With the homecoming court at this time, come to the field. The homecoming court, please report to the field.
We'll take it back to the 36-yard line. So make it 3rd and 27 now. 2 receivers, boundary left, 1 to the right. Shoptall. Pressure coming up off the edges. Lets this one fly. Has his man of Connor Holbrook on the far sideline, short of the marker, but a penalty marker in the backfield, and this one's probably coming back for a hold.
Flag on the play.
I go over to talk with Raceland head coach Mike Sammons in his 12th season for the Rams, a record of 110-44. We'll get the holding call against Gannon Mullins, the right tackle. So back it up 10 more and make it 3rd and 37.
Brings up 3rd down. 37 yards to go for a Bulldog first down.
Back at the Raceland 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Hazard needs in between the 19 and 20 to move the sticks. And you got to feel like this right here is going to be a home run ball going toward Gavin Johnson. You got to give it a chance. Johnson's on the boundary left. 2 receivers that way, 1 to the wide right. Play action, Shoptaw looking left, pressure coming. Rolls out to the left, floats this one down the far sideline and throws it out of bounds. Well defended, and the Rams defense is going to hold suit and brings up 4th down. And the Bulldogs will have to punt it away after getting it down inside the Raceland 20. But a pair of penalties, an intentional grounding and a hold, pushes it all the way back to midfield. So now an opportunity for Fullwood to try to pin the Rams deep. But they will have 4:20 to go and a full collection of timeouts and a chance for a 2-for-1 on this drive, as they will get the football to start the second half. Low kick. It takes a bounce across the 20, across the 15, and down at the 14-yard line. So put it at the 14 on a kick of 32 yards. No return. 4:09 to play in the opening half, and Raceland in front 14-7. Both teams have had their share of the penalties here tonight. It has been a good officiated game. I know some people are thinking that it's been some ill-timed penalties against Raceland at times. It is not. It has been, you know, if I see a bad call, I'm going to call it. And tonight it has not been. This crew has done a phenomenal job thus far. Marucci in the backfield with Waller on 1st down and 10. Play action, Waller wants to throw, zips it out near side Arnett. Arnett makes a man miss, cuts back inside, trying to go up the seams. And the ball comes out, still waiting for the signal. They're going to say he was down by contact. And the ball will stay with the Raceland Rams. Hazard thought that they had forced the turnover, but Arnett does enough to get a yard back and makes it 2nd and 9. 3:30 to go here before halftime. Again, Raceland would be perfectly content taking it to this locker room without giving it back to Hazard, even if they don't get points. Waller rolling out to the right, has all kinds of time. Low throw looking toward Parker Eisen. It's incomplete on the far sideline. So 3rd down coming up for the Rams with 3:15 to go. And this is not what you wanted to do offensively, is not move the ball through the air and stop the clock. So 3rd and 9. Waller tonight 4 of 7. Check that, 5 of 8 on the evening. He's thrown for 41 yards. 3:15 on arrested clock. Rams in front, 14-7. Near side hash mark for the Rams. 2 wide right. Stiltner and Evans on the boundary left. Waller, pressure coming up the middle. Penalty markers all over the place. Waller's just going to get to the near sideline and get out of bounds, but this one's coming back. Pink hankies flying everywhere. And this will be a hold against the Rams. They'll get that on Jacob Literal, left tackle. So we'll take it back to the 5-yard line. It makes it 3rd and 19 now.
3rd down for the Rams, 3rd and 19. Ball is on the Rams 6-yard line.
Clock goes inside of 3 minutes. The Rams can take it down to about 2:40 before they snap it if they want to. Waller with Marucci and Stiltner. They give it to Stiltner on a sweep to the right, trying to bounce it to the outside. Sheds one tackle, turns, gets upfield, and then gets wrestled out of bounds into his sideline as he was chased down on the far sideline by Braden Klutz. They'll get him out to the 14. But the defense holds tall for the Bulldogs after the gain of 9 and makes it 4th and 10. And the Rams will have to punt it away. One kick of 53 yards for Waller tonight, averaging just over 36 on the season. Holbrook and Johnson back at midfield. Waller hangs a beauty. Takes a Raceland bounce at midfield all the way across the 40, down across the 35, down to the 31. They get it near the 30. And Waller flips the field again with a booming kick that takes it down on a 55-yard kick, no return.
55-yard kick for Waller. Bulldog ball, 1st and 10 at their 31-yard line.
So they'll have the football with 1:50 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. And again, Raceland gets the football to start the second half. Stay tuned with us at the half. It's brought to you part by Glockner of Ashland. For best selection of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars and trucks, visit Glockner of Ashland, located on Greenup Avenue, or check them out online at glocknerofashland.com. Shoptall moves Fullwood out of the backfield, looking to the far sideline, zips this one out, had his man there, and it was nearly picked off. It went through the hands of Gavin Johnson, and Landon Goodall nearly had his 5th interception of the season. Shoptall let that one fly with a laser beam, and it went through the hands of the junior wide receiver, and Goodall was right there on the backside of it but could not get to it in time. 1:45 clock stop, 2nd and 10. Fullwood is an H-back to the far side. That's the wide side of the field. Shoptall on 2nd and 10. The take to give to Miller, and he is met immediately in the backfield as Alex Headley dives on his back. They'll take him across the 30 to the 32-yard line. A gain of 1 makes up 3rd down and 9. Clock continues to roll. Surprised Raceland did not burn their time out there. There's Kenny Lax. I can hear him in the stands saying calls a fumble. One of the Rams faithful makes a trip all the way down here. 3rd down and 9 for Shoptall. Right between the hash marks. Play action. Surveying. Fires. Got his man there who cuts back inside. Slips a tackle. That's Johnson. And Johnson moves the sticks. And a Bulldogs 1st down. He'll take it across the 40. Out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 12. 8th 1st down of the ball game, and now timeout requested. And this one's for Raceland with 52 seconds to go in the half. Again, stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one. Scores from games around the area. Boyd County roughing up Greenup County 35-7. That game at the half. Ashland all over Rowan County at the half, 48-0. East Carter leads Bath County 14-6 at the half. Lawrence County leading Mason County. Have not seen an updated score on that one. Let's see if we've got anything updated on that one. And it is now at the half with Lawrence County leading that one 14-13 over Mason County. Still looking for scores from Fleming and Lewis and Johnson Central and Corbin. I'll see if I can run those down at halftime. See if we can get some updated scores on those. If you see those, send them to my way. You can either drop them in the chat box here on the stream, or if you've got my number, shoot me a text, and I'll take a look at them. We'll also try to grab head coach Mike Sammons for a quick word here at halftime. 52 seconds of play in the half. 14-7. It's been a good football game thus far. Hazard out of the Raceland timeout. 2 receivers each way. Far side hash mark on 1st and 10. Shoptall stands tall in the pocket. Pressure coming off the edge. Brings it near sideline. Looking for his tight end. He had him there. That was Fullwood. And we get a penalty marker on the back end as Brody Brumfield's going to be called for too much contact after the end of the play. So they're going to get a 15-yarder out of this one. Let's see what we get officially. No, we got pass interference. So either way, 15 yards. And that was, I will say, I did not see the pass interference. Ball just went through his hands. The backside, though, Brumfield did stay with him a little bit with some extracurriculars, did not shove or anything, but that was what I thought he was going with, was that not a pass interference call. So 47 seconds ago, and Hazard has it at the Raceland 41 now, 1st and 10. Nestle toward that far side hash mark, driving left to right. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 left, that's Johnson. Shoptall, pressure coming up the middle, rolls out left. Eyes downfield, he's going to tuck it and run, and he'll jog out of bounds as Landon Stiltner hems him up. He'll get out and stop the clock with 40 seconds to play in the opening half. He's going to lose a yard back to the 42, so 2nd and 11.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down, 11. Ball's on the Rams, 42-yard line.
Hazard has all of their collection of timeouts remaining here. Max Kilburn has attempted 7 field goals on the season. He's connected on 2 of those. Still out of the range of getting there. Here's Shoptall. Rifles this one across the middle. He's got Fullwood there. What a nice open field tackle there by Brody Brumfield, though, as he probably saved easily another 10, 15 yards from Fullwood, who was getting back to the middle of the field. They'll get him down to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. And an incomplete pass on the far side. It's 4th down. So it's 4th and 1 from the 32. No, they did move it to a first. Okay, that's what I thought, because so the gain of 11 did make it a first down earlier. So 2nd down and 10 now. 14 seconds ago. Shoptall rolling out. Pressure coming. Rifles it near side, looking down the seam for Connor Holbrook. It's incomplete. 10 seconds to play in the half. And brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Right between the hash marks. 14-7 Raceland. The Glockner of Ashland halftime show coming up at the break. And Hazard will burn their first timeout. So both teams, no problem in the opening drive. Hazard 6 plays, 64 yards, 2 minutes and a second, went right down and scored. Cam Miller dove in for the touchdown run. Raceland countered on their first drive, 8 plays, 73 yards, 2 minutes, 39 seconds, as Jake Waller hit Shannon Marucci for a 21-yard touchdown pass on a little bubble screen, 7-7, or score 7-10 to play in the first. Raceland added to their lead with 8:53 to play in the half as Joan Arnett scampered in from 4 yards out. Outside of that, Raceland's other 2 drives have been punts. Hazard's drives after the touchdown, turnover on downs, 2 punts, and currently this drive that has gone 38 yards on 7 plays has been lended with a couple of penalties, and they've had it just under 2 minutes with 10 seconds of play before halftime. Fullwood attaches a tight end to the right side. That's the boundary of the field. Shoptall on 3rd down. Looking left. Sets his feet. Fires toward the end zone. That's a deep ball, and it's well overthrown. And it's 4th down. Again, was looking toward Gavin Johnson. So it's 4th down and 10 with 4 seconds to play, 4.8 to be exact. And the offense will stay on the field, as this would be right at a 47, 48-yard field goal attempt. So this is where you just don't get beat and keep everything in front of you. Pocket collapses. Shoptall heaves it to the far sideline. Looking into the end zone. Is it caught? It is not. Incomplete. Johnson did not survive it through the ground. And we are at the half. So 14-7 halftime here in Hazard. And we've got an extended halftime show coming up, as it is homecoming tonight for the Rams. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back. We'll break everything down, check scores from around the area as we continue our coverage here at the halftime show on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Welcome into the Glockner of Ashland halftime show. For a full selection of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars and trucks, visit Glockner of Ashland, located on Greenup Avenue, or check them out online at glocknerofashland.com. 14-7 Raceland at the half. Hazard had one heave toward the end zone, but could not make the connection there on the final play before we go to the break. So the Rams will have a 7-point lead, and they will have the football to start the second half of action. Let's take you through how this one went down. Again, both teams, no problem in their opening drives. Hazard took the opening kickoff, 6 plays, 64 yards, 2 minutes and a second off the clock. Cam Miller dives in from 2 yards out with 9:57 to play in the opening frame. 7-0 Hazard. Raceland would counter on their opening drive as the Rams marched 8 plays, 73 yards, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. And it was Jake Waller hooking up with Shannon Marucci on a little bubble screen, and Marucci goes 21 yards to the house. 7-7 with 7:10 to play in the first. That would be our score until we get into the second frame. And our only other touchdown of the evening was Joan Arnett plunging in from 4 yards out to cap off a 12-play, 61-yard drive, consuming 4 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. And that's the only scores that we have to speak of thus far. Defenses have made some really good adjustments both ways, especially Raceland after it looked like they were a piece of Swiss cheese for Hazard when they started down. And again, coming off the bye week, maybe, had to get some things running back for it, but really made some good adjustments there. Shoptall has been solid throughout the evening and throwing for 122 yards on the night. Gavin Johnson, 6 catches for 82, 41 of those on one play from scrimmage in that first drive. 14-7 at the half. We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll look at our numbers. We'll also look at other games from around the area as we continue our coverage here in the halftime show, presented to you by Glockner of Ashland Auto Group on Kool TV. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products at an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Back at the Glockner of Ashland halftime show, as we look at first half numbers. Start first with team numbers. For Raceland, 144 yards of total offense, 103 on the ground, 41 through the air. 9 first downs for the Rams. They're 3 of 5 on third down tries tonight. 7 penalties for 70 yards. One of the biggest numbers here tonight, though, has been the kicking game. Raceland has punted the ball twice, as has Hazard, but the Rams have averaged 54 yards on the kicks. The big one of 55 from Jake Waller. That was his longest of the season. Rams have had the football for 11 minutes and 29 seconds in the opening half of play. For Hazard, 10 first downs in the game. They're 3 of 7 on third down tries, 0 of 2 on fourth down tries. 123 total yards of offense. They've gone through the air for 122. They have 1 rushing yard in the ballgame on 10 carries. 3 penalties for 33 yards in the first half. Neither team has had a turnover. The Bulldogs have fumbled it twice, but they've recovered both of those. They have kicked the ball twice on the punting yards. They did have one they attempted a fake on. It was broken up, but the 2 kicks have averaged 37.5 yards. They've had the football for 12 minutes and 31 seconds. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our individual numbers. We'll check scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of action. Homecoming here tonight for the Bulldogs, but the Rams trying to play spoiler. They lead at 14-7 at the break. Our coverage continues here on the Glockner of Ashland halftime show on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show for the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, 14-7, Raceland leading Hazard. Individual numbers look like this. Jake Waller, 5 of 8 through the air for 41 yards. He's thrown a touchdown pass. That one going on our first score of the ballgame for the Rams on a 21-yarder to Shanna Marushi. Marushi has led the way on the ground, 7 carries for 21 yards tonight. Landon Siltner, 4 carries for 40, his long of 20. Jake Waller, the first play for the Rams from scrimmage, he scampers 18 yards. And then Jonah Arnett, 5 carries for 24 and a touchdown. Marushi, 1 catch for 21. Ison, 1 for 8. Arnett, 1 for 1. Eli Evans, 2 for 11. For the Bulldogs, William Shoptall, 12 of 22 for 122 yards. Javion Fullwood has thrown 1 pass. It was incomplete on the fake punt, if you will. Gavin Johnson leading the way with 6 catches for 82 yards, his long of 41 on that opening drive that went for 6. Fullwood, 1 catch for 13. Cam Miller, 1 for 4. Connor Holbrook, 2 for 7. Corbin Fletcher, 1 for 5. Rushing, Cam Miller, 8 carries for 9. Shoptall, 2 for -8. Put it all together, 14-7 at the half. We'll take our final break, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action with the Rams with a football and a 7-point lead as our coverage continues here in the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show here on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Back here in the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show, 14-7, our score at the break as we get ready to start the second half of action. They just announced the homecoming king and queen here for the Bulldogs. So we'll have about 3 more minutes to go before we get things going as both teams have made their way back on the playing field. We'll take our final break. We return for the second half of action. The Rams will get the football to start the second half. 14-7, they lead it. We return after this. You're on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we get ready for the second half of action. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll select our player of the game, brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson Chiropractic. When muscle and joint pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. Give him a call, 473-5151. Catch me tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network and Hank FM 105.7 for Across the Line. We'll break everything down from the games around the area tonight. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball divisional round, NCAA Top 25, NFL, and the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week. All coming up tomorrow morning. A special time tomorrow morning. We got to go at 9 o'clock because the Cats play at 12, so their pregame show will start at 10. So 9 o'clock in the morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network. 14-7 at the half. Raceland will get the football, and one has to wonder if just because of what has been shown on film throughout the year is will Hazard try to go onside here? There's been teams this season that have been successful with onside kicks. 2 of those against Pikeville, in which they got the Panthers back in that football game. And that's something that Raceland has really put a lot of emphasis on as of late, of trying to find a way to take away those opportunities that have kind of bitten them in the backside a couple of times this year. Again, the Rams will be back home next week. 2 consecutive home games to close out their home campaign this year. Both of those district matchups. Homecoming for the Rams next week. They've got Fairview. Fairview is currently down to Nicholas County 40-0. That game in late in the third quarter. And then the Rams will bring in Paris for the senior night festivities. Then they'll go to Nicholas County the following week to close out the district slate. And then the final game, Halloween night in Grayson against the East Carter Raiders. East Carter leading Bath County 28-6. That game in the third quarter out of Owingsville. So Max Kilburn, the freshman kicker, has it on the tee right between the hashes at the 40. 14-7 Raceland. And they've got the hands team across the front. Rousey, Goodall, Davidson, Tool, and Scout Wilkes. Vanderhoof is near side. Back deep is Eisen. And when I say deep, they're standing inside the 25. And yeah, they got to flip ends. They were going to kick their own direction. So Kilburn will kick it from right to left as I view it here high atop the press box here at Daniel Field. A beautiful new press box, bleachers and everything. This facility is beautiful. I can't say enough about how hospitable everybody here at Hazard's been. Their athletic director, Coach Matthew Chandler, as well. Contacted them earlier this week. Gave me depth charts, laid us out a position here to call the game from here in the press box. Greatly appreciative. You don't always get that when you go on the road, so always want to give those guys a shout-out when we have that opportunity. Here's a good kick that Eisen fields back at the 15. He'll take it to the middle of the field. 25, bounces it to the outside, trying to get to the 30, delivers a stiff arm there, and is finally pushed out of bounds. A nice return by Parker Eisen as he'll take it across. Let's see if he got out to the 40 or not. Looks like he's going to be just shy of the 40, around the 39, I believe. And that's exactly where he'll go. So, Raceland with a 7-point lead. They'll start it in an empty set, working it left to right as I view it. Now they'll move everybody around, and they'll go into the T formation. 4 hats across the line for the Bulldogs on 1st down and 10. The take to give to Arnett. Arnett following his blockers off left edge. He'll spin forward for a couple after getting across the 40 out to the 43. Call it a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4, my mistake. 2nd and 6. This is a half of football that the Rams would be perfectly content with, of just trying to run, and put on those long, sustained drives. 2nd and 6, far side hash mark. Handoff Stiltner. Stiltner, a little shimmy shake as he comes up the middle, and he gets met immediately. In there on the stop, big number 77. That's Bryson Gayhart. So give him the 45 on a gain of 2. Make it 3rd down and 4. Raceland 3 and 5 on 3rd down tries tonight. Gayhart making the spot inside there after they lost Cody Hill in the earlier part of the game. Offset pistol look. Stiltner in the backfield with Marucci. Play action. Waller rolling it out near side. He's got Stiltner with 1st down yardage. That's Marucci, who goes out of bounds. And we got penalty markers on the far sideline, though. And this one's going to back it up, I believe. Waller just went past the official and was pointing toward Hazard. It was away from the play, so let's see what we get here. For the moment, it's down inside the Hazard 40 to the 37. And the officials meeting at midfield in a very long conversation here. And it's going to be against Hazard. So they'll get that one on John Sexton. So the 15 yards will go from the end of the play. And should take it down to the 22-yard line. Hand off Marucci, a bowling ball right up the gut. And a penalty marker flies on the back end. So down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone. So we'll get that one on Carson Bowden. So 15 after the run, so back to the 31. So the play went for 6. And then we'll back it up 15 yards from there to the 31-yard line and make it 2nd and 19. 14-7 inside of 10 to play. Rams driving, had it inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone, but a penalty's put them behind the sticks now on 2nd down. 2 receivers left, 1 right between the hashes. A heavy set. Waller wants to throw. Pressure coming off the edge. Rolling right, looking right. He's going to tuck it and run. He'll come into the near sideline. He's chased out of bounds by Linden. But he picks up a nice gain there to make it 3rd and manageable. Let's see where he stepped out. It was around the 25, I believe. They're going to put him out at the 26. So a gain of 5 makes it 3rd and 14. Raceland 4 of 6 on 3rd down tries tonight. They need to get it down to the Hazard 12 to move the sticks. One would think this might be 4 down territory depending on what they do on this play. Sixth play of the drive coming up on this snap for the Rams. Play action. Floating it near sideline, looking for Ison, who goes up and hauls it in at the 10, sheds a tackle at the 5, and he's into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. What a catch for Parker Ison as he hauls in his first receiving touchdown of the season. And with 9:24 to play here in the 3rd, the Rams extend the lead. It's 20-7. So Waller out for the extra point attempt.
Waller in for the extra point attempt.
A big answer for the Rams out of the locker room to start the second half. Ison to set it down. Kick is up, and it's good. 21-7. Back after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Well, a nice drive there by the Rams as they go 6 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes, 17 seconds. And Jake Waller throws his second touchdown of the night and makes it 21-7. Fletcher brings this one to the middle of the field, and a good return for the Bulldogs. As he'll get it out to right around the 35. I think it looks like with the 36 is where they'll go. 9:18 to go here in the third frame. And the Rams with 21 unanswered after falling behind 7-0 right out of the gate. Shoptaw will move 3 receivers bunched up to the left. Ball right in between the hash mark and an empty set. Shoptaw wants to throw. Screen set up. They get it to his man in the middle. As they'll get that one out to Holbrook. He'll take it across the 45, out to the 47. That's a gain of 11. That was something they really talked about coming into this game, was the screen game that this team executes. They do a really good job with it. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. Play action. This one's outside. They got their man there. As again, that's Fletcher who makes the grab. Rousey coming downhill to make the stop. Give him out to the midfield stripe on a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 21-7. Rams in front here on the road. Shoptaw rolling out left. Pressure coming up the middle. He'll throw this one across, and trying to get underneath it is Landon Goodall. Did he do it? If he did, it's his 5th interception in the 5th game. Officials will get together, and they called it an incomplete pass, and I think they got the right call there. He tried to get underneath it and looked like he scuffed it kind of off of the turf. Goodall nearly had the pick. It's the 2nd time tonight he's been in the area of one. That one was uber close, but it brings up 3rd down and 7 on the incompletion. Pressure coming up the middle from Landon Bloss. What an addition he has made back in that linebacking core in his first return since the season opener in the win over Ashland. Mill in the right pocket, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the boundary left. They zip it near side, going up and making the grab. No, it had it in the hands, and he lost it. It was Gavin Johnson was there, and as he lost it off his fingertips, Max Burton knocks it free as a pass will fall incomplete and bring up 4th down and 7. And now a big decision here for Matthew Chandler, the second-year head coach here for the Bulldogs. 11-8, his record coming in, 3-3 on the season. From midfield, 4th and 7. Again, if you don't convert this, you give Raceland a short field with a chance to extend this 2-score lead. And the offense is going to line up to go for it. Shoptaw with 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Pumps, pressure coming off the edge, and he gets drilled. What a hit coming off the edge as the Rams get home. It was Brody Brumfield that blows it up. And Shoptaw goes down on the turnover on downs inside the hazard 40, back at the 39. Brumfield picking up his 2nd sack of the season. That's the Rams' 2nd sack of the ball game. And the 2nd time the Bulldogs have turned it over on downs here in the contest. So the Rams will have a short field working from the Bulldogs' 39 now, leading 21-7. Stiltner and Ison wide to the right. Evans left. Marucci in the backfield with Waller on 1st and 10. Waller wants to throw. Clean pocket, eyes downfield. He'll tuck it out to the left side. Dumps it out looking for Brigham Davidson, but the pass falls incomplete. And brings up 2nd down and 10. Boyd County roughing up Greenup tonight, 49-7. Over in Cannonsburg, Ashland takes care of Rowan County, 54-0. Fleming County over Lewis, 43-0. East Carter leads Bath County, 28-6 in the 4th. Johnson Central Corbin, 22-7 in favor of the Golden Eagles at halftime. Nicholas County all over Fairview, and Lawrence County leading Mason County, 27-13. That game headed to the 4th. 21-7 our score here. Here's Stiltner. Bounces it to the outside, slips through. Penalty marker flies. maybe saving 6 there was Gavin Johnson. And typically where this flag comes from, it's a hold, and it'll bring it back. They'll get that one on Jacob Literal. That's the second time they've gotten him tonight. So it should take it back to the 49. And it will. So the Rams tonight, penalties are, again, adding up. 9 for 95. They go across the century mark. It would be the third time this season they've done so. Averaging 6 for 61 coming in. So 2nd and 20 for the Rams, right at midfield. Here's Stiltner coming off the near side, slips a tackle. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's headed to the house for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. 49-yard scamper for Landon Stiltner. No flags on the play. And the Rams extend their lead. It's 27-7. Now there was a flag on the field. I did not see it anywhere. No, there it is. All right, apologies for the technical issues. We lost internet connection here, so it is 3rd and 11. Raceland with the football from the Hazard 29. Raceland had points taken off the board due to a penalty. So a twin set for Waller. The take, the give. This is Marucci. Cuts back in the middle of the field. He's down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone as he's down near the 15-yard line. Give him the 16, and that'll move the sticks. And another Johnson Chiropractic first down. Gain of 13 on the play. First and 10 for the Rams. Inside the orange zone. Waller rolling out left. Looking back right. Coming near side. Marucci's got it. He holds it in. No, he drops it. Had it at the 3 as he got past his defender, but could not haul it in. The pass falls incomplete. So it's 2nd down and 10. 3:29 on arrested clock. And it just felt like the Rams have had the football for most of this quarter. They're at the 17.5 minutes of time of possession. This snap will be the 9th play of the drive. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Arnett in the backfield. Waller barks for it. Play action. Throwing a go ball. Coming back near side. Eisen has it. Dances into the end zone from the 3. Touchdown, Raceland. Almost the same exact play they hooked up on the last one. This time the points stay on the board, and it's 27-7 Raceland. Eisen had not caught a touchdown pass on the season, but he led the team in receptions. But here tonight, he and Waller hook up as Waller's thrown his 3rd touchdown of the night. 9 plays, 39 yards, 4 minutes and 44 seconds on a penalty-plagued drive. Extra point is up and true and makes it 28-7 Rams here in the 3rd. We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll continue our coverage on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
28-7 as we welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. James Collier on the road with you here in Hazard as the Rams have put 28 unanswered on the board. And Jake Waller throws his third touchdown pass of the night. Seth Morris hangs this one high over the night light here in Hazard. It's fielded at the 17 by Connor Holbrook. Little shimmy shake. He gets stood up and put down at the 30.
Connor Holbrook on the return. Stop maybe number 3. Davidson. Ball is spot on the Bulldog 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Shoptall will start with two guys in the backfield. He'll bring Gavin Johnson back there. He'll move a man in motion. They'll give it off to Johnson. Johnson cuts right back up the middle, picks up a couple as he gets across the 30. After the 32, Bryson Toole making the stop, second down and 8. Kenny Lack still wants a fumble. You know, the one thing tonight that I've been very impressed with this Rams offense is coming in, Hazard's defense had 22 sacks through 6 games. And so far this season, nobody has gotten to Waller, and they've kept him upright all year. Here's an outlet pass to Holbrook on the far sideline as he'll haul it in and dance out of bounds. He'll go across the 40 out to the 44, a gain of 12. Shoptall, 15 of 27, 148 yards. Still without a touchdown tonight. Did not throw a touchdown last week in the loss to Knott Central. Far side hash mark on 1st and 10 for Shoptall. Bubble screen coming out near side. Johnson makes the grab, falls forward, and will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. Second down. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll have the post-game show and our Johnson Chiropractic player of the game. 2nd and 10. Miller on a stretch to the right, trying to find a crease, and he runs into Landon Bloss's arms, and the junior inside linebacker takes him down after a gain of only 1. Raceland tonight has limited this Hazard team to -7 rushing yards. I'm going to have to dig into the record book to find the last time they held a team to negative rushing yards. So 3rd and 9 coming up for Shoptall on the far side hash mark. Play action, stands in the pocket, lets it fly, coming near side looking for Johnson. Johnson hauls it in on a great catch in front of his bench at the 30-yard line. That kid can flat out play. Beautiful throw there by Shoptall as he'll take him down to the 30 on a gain of 25. 1st and 10. Twin set. Hand off Miller. Miller angles off to the right side and gets downhill for a couple. Get him down to the 27. Give him a gain of 3. Brody Brumfield making the stop. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Rams in front 28-7. Empty set for Shoptall from the Raceland 27-yard line. Shoptall throws it near side, has his man there of Connor Holbrook. Max Burton takes him out of bounds. He'll get down inside the 25, down to the 24, the 23-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 3. Gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 42 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Twin stack receivers each way. Ball nestled on the near side hash mark. 3rd down and 3 now. Shoptaw pulls it out, comes right up the seam on the left side. It gets inside the 20, and that should move the sticks. Nice little RPO right there. Needed the 20, got the 19. So 1st and 10 from the 19 should be the final play of the 3rd quarter coming up here. Rams in front 28-7. Shoptaw on an empty set. 3 receivers wide right, 2 to the left. That's Holbrook and Johnson. Shoptaw wants to throw it, has his man across the middle who makes the grab. That's Connor Holbrook. Landon Goodall bumps him off his spot, but a nice little pitch and catch there on 1st and 10. Gets down inside the 10. They'll go down to the 8, a gain of 11, make it 1st and goal. They'll stop the clock to spot the markers, and final 10 seconds here of the 3rd. Hazard looking for points. The high snap, floats it near side. That one got out of his hand sideways. Penalty markers all over the place. And let's see what we get here. We may play an untimed down here in the 3rd. It was an incomplete pass, but the penalty markers are near where the ball landed. So we'll get pass interference against the Rams. It'll be half the distance to the goal. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 4 when we return for the final quarter here in Hazard, here on Kool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we head to the 4th and final stanza here in Hazard. Raceland in front 28-7. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the road. And we'll break all this one down tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network with Across the Line. Special time tomorrow morning. I'll be on at 9 o'clock due to Kentucky playing tomorrow. 1st and goal, Hazard in the Wildcat. And this is going to be a direct snap to Connor Holbrook, and he'll dance in for the final 4 yards for the 6. So 11:55 to play here in the contest. And Hazard gets points for the first time since scoring on their opening possession. So 28-13. Max Kilburn out for the extra point attempt. Shoptaw to put it down. Puts this one in the air as the fireworks boom as the kick goes up and makes it 14-17. Or 28-14, excuse me. Back after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. 28-14. So we welcome you back here to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Let's see if the Bulldogs try to go for anything fancy here. As they will hang this one deep. Eisen will return, slips a tackle 30, comes back into the middle, 35, and then gets across the 35, and that's where the Rams will have the football with a 14-point lead. Just ran a 37-38. We'll wait for him to spot the football. 11:47 to play. So after the 38. Look at the time of possession. Raceland had the football for right at 12 minutes. At halftime, they've had it for nearly 19. Waller starts on the far side hash mark. 2 receivers wide left. Handoff Stiltner, a little stutter step, trying to bounce it outside. Slips a tackle, cuts back in midfield. Down inside the 40, the 35, puts it on the turf. And Hazard has it. And Stiltner just picked up an extra 15. He was the recipient of the guy on the backside of it. Connor Holbrook went over and let him hear about it, and Stiltner reacted. So a big run from Stiltner. So they'll go from the 37 on the play, then the fumble, and it was recovered at that point. And then put 15 on the other side of it, and we'll take it out to midfield. So at the Raceland 49 is where it'll go. Shoptall pumps. Fires a dart across the middle. Landon Bloss got underneath it, but somehow it got through and was gathered up by the Hazard receiver. I thought Bloss had that one. Connor Holbrook somehow made the catch. Penalty markers flying all over the field. We've got pink hankies littering the field here tonight as we go into breast cancer awareness, and this one's against the Rams. So the play will be 15 on the backside, so it takes it down to the 25. So 15 more on the Rams makes it 1st and 10 from the 25. And Hazard already starting to put together a little run here late. Here's Shoptall rolling out to the right. Comes back into the middle looking for Fullwood. It's incomplete on a low throw. Jonah Arnett was close. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Raceland tonight, 14 penalties for 149 yards. That's a season high. Here's Shoptall. 11:05 to go in the ball game. Down 14, but with the ball after the Stiltner fumble. Play action. Zips this one to the outside. Has his man there who is immediately brought to the ground. It's out to Gavin Johnson. He's down to the 20. It's a gain of 5 as Johnson hauls in his 9th catch tonight for 112 yards. Empty set for Shoptall on 3rd and 5. 4 receivers bunched up wide to the right. Shoptall pumps. Pressure coming. Throws it across the middle. Ball tipped in the air, and it's incomplete. Shannon Marucci got a hand on it, and it was nearly picked off, but it falls helplessly to the turf. Clock rested with 10:23 to go. Raceland leading 28-14. It would be a 37-yard field goal attempt from here, and Matthew Chandler says Let's go with the offense. They're going to try it again. They're 0 for 3 tonight on third down tries. Raceland this season, 30% on third down conversions against them, or fourth down version against them, 6 of 20. Empty set. 2 receivers left to the boundary, 3 to wide to the right. Shoptall sets, fires. Ball's deflected. Landon Bloss knocked it down, and it's a turnover on downs. What a rendition of the return of Landon Bloss. The junior linebacker has certainly made himself noted here tonight. And the turnover on downs will give it back to the Rams as they get away without giving up any points on the turnover. So they'll have it from their own 20 with 10:17 to go. Marucci in the right pocket of Waller. 2 receivers right. They go back to Stiltner. Stiltner falls forward after getting tripped up. He'll dive out to the 25 on a gain of 5. They'll put him down at the 24. They'll say his knee got down first, so a gain of 4. Make it second down 6. Inside of 10 to play in the contest. Rams in front by 14. This is where you want a long, sustained drive that milks out this clock. Stiltner stays in the backfield. Moves from the right to the left. They give it back to him. He handles that football, takes it off to the right side, runs over a guy, dives forward across the 30 out to the 31. And that should move the sticks. And another Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams. Gain of 7 on the play. Stiltner tonight, 9 carries for 91 yards. Had a 54-yarder taken off the board. He was credited with 25 of it before the holding infraction took it away. But the Rams tonight, 14 penalties for 149 yards. And that is the most that I have them since I've been covering Raceland football, and I've been doing this for a long time. And it has been chunks of penalties against the Rams, 15 at a time. Fresh set of downs for Waller on first down. Handoff Marucci, sticks a foot in the turf, and immediately met as he gets into the A-gap. Chris Barton was there on the stop. Big nose tackle. They'll get him out to the 32 or nope, put him right at the 31. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Two receivers wide to the left, 1 right. 2 backs in the backfield with Waller. Here's Stiltner navigating, bouncing into the outside, slips a tackle 35, cuts back in 40, and then gets tackled in front of the hazard bench. But a nice run by Landon Stiltner as Raceland brings him down. But a nice carry there by the junior tailback. And another Johnson chiropractic first down for the Ramblers as he picks up 11 out to the 42. 17 first downs for the Rams tonight. 7.5 to play in regulation. Rams in front 28-14 here on the road, looking for win number 5 on the year. They'll go back home next week when they bring in Fairview to open up district play. Rams will crawl into that T formation. 5 hats, 6 hats across the line. The handoff and the give to Marucci as he goes right up the gut. He's met immediately by Chris Parton, the nose tackle, as he'll get out to the 44 on a gain of 2. Raceland tonight, 209 yards on the ground on 33 totes. Last year in the first matchup in the regular season, 42-8, the Rams won that when they had 308 yards of total offense. In the 35-0 win in the regional championship game, 381, but 315 of that was on the ground. I talked to Coach Sammons in the pregame about that. He said it was just a cold night and a perfect recipe for ground and pound football. 6.5 to play. Second down and 8 for the Rams. Near side hash mark. The take to give to Stiltner. Stiltner sticks a foot in the turf and gets met in the backfield. That's Raceland, and again, the middle linebacker, as he got inside for the tackle for loss. So a loss of 1 on the play makes it 3rd down and 9. We'll cross the 6-minute mark. And we'll get a player down and an injury timeout for Hazard. 6:02 to play in the contest. Looking ahead for Hazard, they'll start district play next week with Paintsville. Then they'll exercise their bye week. Then Pikeville on the 24th, and they'll close things out on the 31st with Somerset here at home, the Briar Jumpers making the trip down. That'll be a really good matchup with a team out of Class 2A. I will say this is a much improved Hazard football team. A lot of players getting another year older, watching the steps over the last couple of seasons. And Matthew Chandler has his team headed in the right direction. Player being attended to for the Bulldogs, that's Connor Holbrook. Very shaken up as he's headed to the sideline. So 3rd down and 9 for the Rams out of the injury timeout. Clock rested at 6:01. Raceland needs the Hazard 48 to move the sticks. Waller goes under center in an offset I formation. They'll give it off to Arnett on a sweep. He'll pitch it out to Stiltner. Stiltner down the far sideline. There goes Sonic across the 40, the 30, the 25. Gets knocked off his feet at the 20. And a big run there on the pitch by Stiltner. And the Rams move the sticks on another Ram Pharmacy first down. So Arnett picked up 1, then pitched it off to Stiltner. And he'll take it down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone to the 16-yard line. 41-yard on the scamper. 1st and 10 for the Rams. They're 18th of the contest. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Just bleeding that clock out with this long sustained drive. 8th play of the drive coming up on this snap. Hand off Arnett. Arnett surveying, working off the right side, cuts back inside, slips a tackle 5 and gets into the house. Touchdown Raceland as Jonah Arnett scampers in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, a 16-yarder, and that adds to the lead. It's 34-14. Slippery is how you would describe Mr. Arnett, as we had him on the show Wednesday night, and he was talking about his the food that he has used to kind of power up for a game. And he said it was chocolate milk. He said it was the worst thing he'd ever done in his life because he drank a gallon of chocolate milk before a game. I said, did you puke? He said, you better believe I did. Extra point is up is true. 35-14. 5 to go in the ballgame. Back after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
8 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock. And the Raceland Rams cash in for a 35-14 lead on a 16-yard run from Jonah Arnett, his second run tonight. He's got 11 carries for 97 on the evening. Morris booms this one deep, and this one will go into the end zone for the touchback. (35-14) Rams. I heard Mike Sammons all the way across the way when the sophomore kicker boomed that one into the end zone. He said, "Great job." So Shoptall brings his crew out, the sophomore quarterback and the gunslinger. He's thrown for 201 yards tonight, 21 of 36. On first down and 10 from his own 20. Sets his feet, clean pocket, now steps up, wants to run. Comes off the near side edge, and Jackson King will finally trip him up after he gets across the 20. Take him out to the 23-yard line on a gain of 3, second down and 7. I was talking with Coach Sammons before the game, and he said that one of the things they don't want to let happen is let Shoptall get up around 70% on the completion percentage. Tonight is 58. Here's Miller. Downhill he goes, and he gets spiked by Shanna Marucci and Chris Spradlin. Landon Bloss also in there on the stop. Brings up third down. Gain of 1 on the play, so make it third down and 6. Hazard tonight, 5 of 11 on third down tries. 2 receivers each way for Shoptall. Miller in his right pocket on the near side hash mark. Rams showing blitz off the edge. Here they come. Bloss gets through. Nice pass across the middle as Fletcher hauls it in. As Shoptall was scrambling for his life, and he gets it all the way out to the 40 and moves the sticks for the 20th first down of the ball game for the Bulldogs. That was a nice pitch and catch. Fletcher had to kind of go against his body to pull that one in. But makes a nice grab. His third catch of the night for 24 yards. First and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs. Rifles this one out to the far side, had it there, and Kevin Johnson drops it.
Brings up second down. Second and 10, balls on the Bulldogs 40-yard line.
3:25 to go in the ball game. 35-14 Rams in front. Here's a pitch out near side. Trying to get to the edge is Miller, and he gets shoved out of bounds by Landon Goodall. Also in on the stop was Scout Wilkes. So take him back to the 39 on a loss of 1. So make it 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs, who are 6 of 12 on third down tries tonight. One high safety is Arnett. Shoptall fires it over to the near side, and Goodall had intentions of haking that one to the house. He knocks it down. He was trying to get to the house on that one. He just narrowly misses it. That's his third one he's narrowly missed tonight. So 4th and 11, and the punting unit will have to come on for the Bulldogs with 3:11 to go in the ball game. So Fullwood to kick it away. Only the 3rd time he's kicked it tonight. Hangs this one high. Goes to the far sideline. Takes a bounce after crossing the Rams 40 and will come to rest at the 38.
Forward pass goes down to the Rams 38-yard line.
So 3:08 to go. And the Rams will be able to try to work this one down and pick up win number 5 on the season. A solid win for the Ramblers here on the road. over a very improved Hazard football team. And this score is nowhere totally indicative of the way this game played out. Here's Stiltner on a sweep to the right. Cuts loose, spins at the 45. Down the sideline he goes. One guy to beat it. It's Kilburn. He's dragging him down and takes him down inside the 20, and then penalty markers fly on the back end. So Stiltner will get it down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone to the 19, so a gain of 43. And then we'll check the penalty marker on the back end of it. And they'll get the horse collar tackle on Kilburn. So it'll put a half the distance to the goal. So it should take it down to right at the 9. They're going to put it at the 10, so Hazard will burn the timeout with 2:55 to go, and it will be first and goal out of the stoppage. Stay tuned with us at the conclusion of tonight's game. We'll name our Johnson Chiropractic player of the game. When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. Give him a call, 606-473-5151. Big thanks to our great friend Ron Keaton at DSI for printing up all the T-shirts for this year. We used the last game against Newport Central Catholic. We named the entire offensive line the player of the game. And Coach Keaton took care of us, got us 8 big jerseys, big shirts for the entire offensive line. I can't say enough of how appreciative I am of everything that he does for us around Raceland and everything. Just a down-to-earth guy that does so much, and can't say enough. But thanks to him for jumping in there and taking care of that for us. Don't forget, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, right here on Kool TV. We'll have Inside Raceland Football. We'll break this one down and preview the upcoming matchup against Fairview. Waller wants to throw, floating it to the back corner of the end zone. That one's knocked away. He was looking for Arnett. It was defended nicely by Tanner Goins. Second and goal. T formation for the Rams. Hand off to Arnett. Slips a tackle and then loses his footing. He got blown up in the backfield by number 3, Jackson Deaton, the senior linebacker. Knocks him down for a loss, as he nearly met Arnett when he took the handoff. Back to the 13-yard line on a loss of 3. So third and goal from the 13. Near side hash mark, it's closer to 2:20 to go in the ball game. 35-14 Rams leading this one. One high safety. That's Kilburn. Rams will stay in that T formation again. Waller pitches it out to Stiltner. Stiltner trying to get the outside edge. Looking for the corner. Finds the corner and takes it, but then gets chased out of bounds. As he'll get down inside the 10. They'll take it down to about the 8. So a gain of 5. It'll be fourth and goal. Let's see if the Rams are going to kick here. They might elect a kick. And that's what they're going to do. So Jake Waller's going to attempt a field goal. He's hit his only one this year, and it was a game winner to beat Ashland 17-14 as time expired. This one from the right hash mark at the 15, so a 25-yard kick for the junior. Low snap. Ison's going to throw it, trying to throw it to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Landon Goodall, so the turnover on downs with 1:50 to go gives it back to the Bulldogs. And they'll take over at their own 8-yard line. Here comes William Shoptall, the sophomore. 217 yards tonight, but he's not thrown for a touchdown. He'll start in an empty backfield. 4 receivers wide to the right. Gavin Johnson left. Zips it out near sideline. That's a incomplete pass, nearly a backward pass, but it falls incomplete, second down. Was looking for Corbin Fletcher. Fletcher tonight 3 catches for 24. All of the games final tonight. Boyd County a big win over Greenup 49-7. Ashland wraps up Rowan County 54-0. Fleming over Lewis 43-0. East beats Bath 41-6. Corbin falls to Johnson Central 37-34. Here's Miller right up the gut. Jackson King meets him immediately after picking up a couple on the back end of it. And actually no gain on the play, so 3rd and 10. Nicholas beats Fairview 40-8, and it was Lawrence over Mason 41-13. Minute 20 to play, 3rd down and 10. Shoptall pumps, looking far sideline, trying to go toward Johnson, and Johnson actually ran into Max Burton and knocked him down. The pass falls incomplete, and it's 4th down. So a minute 5 on a rested clock. Rams will take it back in a couple of knees and put this one on ice and head home to start district play 5-1.
Fullwood in to punt the ball.
So from his own end zone, Fullwood will kick it toward Joan Arnett, who stands inside the hazard 35. End over end kick to the far sideline, and it'll bounce out of bounds. Nope. Yeah, it finally does. Goes down after crossing the 35, right about the 36, 37-yard line.
Fullwood's punt goes out of bounds at the little 35-yard line.
.55 seconds to go. And they'll put it at the 36. So a 28-yard kick, no return. Waller with a couple of knees here and victory formation, and we'll be able to call this one a victory. These two teams could very likely run into each other again in the postseason. Well, timeout was requested, I believe. Now they're winding the clock. There we go. Rams will take the final knee, and that'll be your ball game. 35-14, your final. Raceland wins it. They'll move to 5-1. Hazard falls to 3-4. A good football game here tonight. We'll break it down. We'll talk with head coach in the postgame show when we return after this here on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luz, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Appreciate it, sir. Welcome into the postgame show here on the road as Raceland picks up the victory tonight, 35-14 over the Hazard Bulldogs. A very good football game from both of these two teams. Again, the final score of this, and I think Coach Sammons will agree with this when I get him up here to talk with him, was nowhere indicative of the way the final score shows up on this scoreboard. But let's take you through this one as how it went down. Both teams scored on their opening drives. Hazard right down the field with very little resistance whatsoever from the Raceland defense. 6 plays, 64 yards, 2 minutes and a second off the clock. And Cameron Miller dives in from 2 yards out and makes it 7-0 Hazard with 9:57 to play in the opening frame. Raceland would counter with an 8-play, 73-yard drive, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Getting into the end zone with Shannon Marucci off a little screen pass from Waller, and he goes 21 yards to the house. We're even at 7 with 7:10 to play in the first. Raceland would go back to work in the second quarter. This time, Joan Arnett. He would get in the end zone for his first of 2 touchdowns on the night. This one a 4-yarder as the Rams would take the lead for good with 8:53 to play before halftime. That would be our score at the break, 14-7. And then the Rams got the football after a big stop there before halftime on the 4th down conversion try. The ball was knocked away in the end zone, and the Rams get the football to start the second half, and they go right back to work. This time, Jake Waller hooks up with Parker Ice in his first of 2 receiving touchdowns on the evening. This one a 26-yarder. Extra point is true, 9:24 to play in the third. Rams make it 21-7. 6 minutes later, another pass from Waller to Ison. This one a 16-yarder, 28-7, 3:22 to play in the third. That would be our third quarter score. Then it would be an answer and a little bit of momentum from the Bulldogs as this time Shoptaw hits Connor Holbrook goes in for a 4-yard plunge. Extra point is true, 28-14. Raceland was driving. Stiltner fumbles the football. Hazard recovers, but the Rams get a stop, and they stop the opportunity from there. That would be an opportunity for the Rams to go back to work, and this time Arnett goes in from 16 yards out. 35-14 is your final. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our final numbers. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons and wrap things up here tonight on the road. Rams spoil the homecoming for the Bulldogs as they pick up win number 5 on the season, 35-14. We continue our coverage here on the postgame show on Kool TV. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products at an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Back here in the postgame show, final score 35-14. As Raceland picks up win number 5 on the season. Now it's off to district play in a pair of games at home upcoming for the Rams. They've got Fairview next Friday night, 7:30 kickoff. Our coverage will begin at 7:10 on Countdown to Kickoff coverage on Kool TV. Then senior night against Paris. Then the Rams will close the regular season out with a trip to Nicholas County to finish out district play. And then they'll go to East Carter on Halloween night against the Raiders to close out before going into postseason play on the backside of it. Let's look at our numbers. We'll start first with team numbers. Raceland 21 first downs tonight. They were 7 of 11 on third down tries, 1 of 2 on fourth down. 424 total yards of offense for the Rams, 114 through the air. They go 310 on the ground. 40 rushing attempts for the Rams, 7.8 per carry. The big number that jumps off the screen, and I know that Coach Sammons is going to say the same thing when he sees this, 14 penalties for 149 yards. A lot of those were big 15-yarders. And, it's numbers like that will get you beat in a big game. That's the third time this season in 6 games the Rams have gone over the century mark on penalty yardage. And that's the most, since I've been keeping stats for Raceland since before COVID, that the most penalty yards the Rams have been enforced in the time that I've been here. 149, that's a lot. Especially when your opponent was held to 224 total yards. So a lot of that goes into play there. A lot to clean up on that side of it. 2 punts tonight for 54 yards average. They had the football for 25 minutes and 27 seconds. Jake Waller tonight boomed a 55-yarder. That was on the backside of a 53 on his first kick. Hazard 20 first downs tonight, 6 of 14 on third down tries. They were 0 of 4 on fourth down attempts. 224 total yards of offense, 217 through the air. They ended up with positive 7 yards rushing. Again, that's a big number coming off the fact that Cameron Miller ran for 180 last week. But the Rams kept the Bulldogs bottled up throughout the contest. 5 penalties for 57 yards for the Bulldogs. They punted the ball tonight 4 times for an average of 31.5 yards. 22 minutes and 33 seconds they had the football. Individual numbers look like this. Jake Waller, 9 of 16 on the evening, 114 yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns to Parker Ison, who has 3 grabs for 50. The other one going to Marucci, 1 for 21. Davidson had 1 catch for 13. Arnett, 1 for 1. Eli Evans, 2 for 11. And I've got one other player here that I've got to go back and figure out who. I've got 1 for 18. I got to figure out who that one was. For Hazard, Shoptall, 22 of 41, 217. No touchdowns on the evening. Gavin Johnson, 9 catches for 112. Javion Fullwood, 2 for 24. Cam Miller, 1 for 4. Connor Holbrook, 7 for 53. Corbin Fletcher, 3 for 24. Cam Miller, 13 carries for 13 yards. Connor Holbrook, 1 for 4. Gavin Johnson, 1 for 2. William Shoptall, 5 for -12. All right, we'll take our final break. We'll come back. Hopefully Coach Sammons will make his way up here. We got a long ways to get home, Coach. We'll get him in here, or we're going to wrap things up if he doesn't make his way up here. But either way, we'll do it on the other side of the break when we continue here in the postgame show on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here in postgame coverage as head coach Mike Sammons making his way up here. First off, he's one of the coaches for Hazard, going over to have a word with him. Final score 35-14. So the Rams move to 5-1 on the season. Hazard falls to 3-4. They've lost 3 consecutive. And 4 out of the last 5. But this was a very much improved Hazard football team. And I think that'll be one of the first things that Coach says when he makes his way up here is the fact of just being able to see the growth from last year in both games. Raceland won the first game 42-8, 35-0 in the regional championship game. Here tonight, 35-14. But, I mean, it looked like we were going to be settled in for one heck of a war when Hazard took the opening drive and marched it right down the field in 6 plays and put it in the end zone for 7. But the Rams' defense made some adjustments, as did Hazard, as Raceland was held to only 14 first-half points. And it was, a good battle back and forth. But the most important thing, and I think this was something that Coach and I talked about before the game, that was a big element into this game, is this is 6 games now that offensive line has kept Jake Waller upright. This Hazard team came in averaging just under 4 sacks a game. They get none here tonight. Last week in the win, or the loss to Knox Central, they had 9.5 sacks. None this week. And that was a concern, obviously, coming into this ballgame, was the ability to rush the quarterback. But that offensive line has been phenomenal this year of keeping their quarterback clean, giving those running lanes plenty of run lanes to run through. And more importantly, an opportunity for this offense to continue hitting on all cylinders as they move down the field. Yeah, we're live, Coach. Let's see, give you that there. That should give you audio. And
hello.
All right, we got you there, Coach. Hang on. How about now?
Yeah, I got you.
You got me now. All right. Nope, that made an echo. There we go. All right, joining me now here in postgame show is head coach Mike Sammons. Coach, first number that I'm going to jump out to you, penalty markers tonight. 149 total yards of penalties, and that's a number that, again, down the stretch in a big game, that will get you beat.
Yeah, it's twice we've been, on the road in the last month, and penalties were a big part of it. Just something we really got to clean up. The thing about penalties is the cut and dry, the offsides, the illegal formations, the false starts, etc. is one thing. Those are things you can control. Some of the subject stuff we got to be better at. Whether it's DPI, some of the sportsmanlike stuff we got to work on. And it's an emotional game. It's homecoming for them. They didn't want, they weren't going to let us, kind of exert our will here and get out of here convincingly. And we got to be more mature. That's the bottom line.
They go right down the field, 6 plays, put them in the end zone, make it 7-0. You guys answer back, and then it was really a chess match that both teams defensively did a really good job of kind of controlling. But you guys got the 14-7 lead going into halftime, and you got the big 4th down stop going in. How big was that momentum to go to the locker room?
Yeah, we were able to finally finish the half when we had a chance to make it easier on ourselves, and we couldn't. We got to stop and had the ball down here, and on first down we thought we had a chance to get a good positive play on first down, and we got a penalty. And then from there, we were just kind of trying to catch ourselves, playing catch-up, had to punt. And then, again, I want to make sure I give enough credit to Max Burton the Johnson kid from the M's outstanding. I see he caught 9 balls tonight. And probably the best ball he caught all night was on the first drive on a post route. And Max really battled. And Max a warrior for us. And we got a little pressure on the quarterback and got him off his spot as the time went on. But that's a big part of the game tonight.
You know, it was one of the things I talked about. Max was giving him all kinds of space. They had the underneath routes that they wanted to get. But, again, because of defensive pressure, you guys pushed him off, and they had to try to go for those home run balls. And Max, there was times he got tangled up and got the DPI, but other times he met him step for step and really took him away. And we talked about him all week. 14 was just a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, Johnson kid's outstanding. He's one of the best players, in Class A, and his stats show it. And he plays almost every snap, and dynamic receiver. And we gave a few different looks in the second half, kind of as the game went on. And again, we're built for 48 minutes. We're the like I read to the team before the game. We're the stone cutter. Swings that axe, 100, 101, 102 times, and it breaks on, snap 120. But really, it's not snap 120 that matters. It's all 120 that came before it. That's kind of how we're built. And I think you saw in the fourth quarter there, we were, really gashed them in the run game. Now, we didn't convert down here late, and those are things that we got to get better at. But it's week 7, right? So we don't want to play our best just yet.
One of the things you told me before the game, you said you can't allow Shoptall to be up around 65, 70% tonight in the completion percentages. He was down around 50. It was 58 at one point when I checked it, and it just kind of kept going down. But the pressure you guys were getting up the middle, and one name that I called so many times, and I know this is a name that Rams fans are glad to see him back out on the field, but Landon Bloss was huge for you there in the middle.
Yeah, it really was. We got Landon back and lost Logan. Tried to play through through a back injury, and played some, just couldn't go. But we'll get him healed up. He did nothing long term, and looks like here Shoptall was 22 of 41 for 217. Hit a 41-yarder on the first drive, so that tells me the rest of the game he completed 21 balls for 160 yards. That's a win for us. We play this team again. If we do, get this type of results, that's a win. The running back tonight ran the ball 13 times for 13 yards. Last 3 weeks he's had 75 carries for 150 plus per night. So that's a win for us. Really take away their run game, and then our run game and offensive line tonight really got going. Our pass game maybe wasn't as good as what we hoped for tonight. It wasn't. Jake's efficiency was down just a tad. Had a couple misfires, but he threw the ball away a couple times and made a couple big throws too. So we mix and match our pitches well, and our guys really play for each other, and saw some guys make plays tonight in the second half to really put the game away, and just really proud for us coming on the road and doing something we couldn't do 28 days ago, and that's, put the game away in the fourth quarter.
You talk about Jake tonight, 9 of 16 for 114. Again, you got to kind of throw a couple of those balls out because those were just balls he threw out because he knew that he needed to get rid of it. But had a couple of nice go routes right here to Parker Isom on this end zone, and Parker picked up his first and second touchdowns of the season. But the player, and we've talked about this throughout the year, he leads you in receptions, had no touchdown passes, but tonight he was the go-to guy of 2 of the 3 touchdown passes that Jake throws.
Yeah, just, mix and match. We don't know from one game to the next. I know 2 weeks ago Stiltner was outstanding, had 5 touchdowns. He was outstanding tonight. There in the second quarter, he ran the ball all the way down the field, needed a break, and the next play they were so fatigued. Jonah just ran right through him, and so that's the body blows. That's who we are. That's the keep pounding effect as time goes on, and we just try to mix and match those pitches. It looks like the ball was fairly distributed well tonight between the 3 backs. It's not always like that, but tonight it was. Some nights some guys get hot hands and you ride them. But we put up 35 points. And you talk about Jake. 3 touchdowns, 115 in the air, ran for another 25. Kicked 5 extra points.
2 punts that averaged 54 yards. He had 1 for 55 that pinned him at the 2.
2 punts over 50 yards average. Led the football team on the road 2.5 hours. A Class A team on homecoming night, over 400 yards offense. That's who he is. He's a winner. He knows exactly what we want to do. He's always in control, always in command, and just proud of all of our guys really rallying together.
You got to give a call to the offensive line tonight too, Coach. One of the things we talked about pregame, this team likes to get after the quarterback, averaging just under 4 sacks a game. Here tonight, he stays upright. No team has gotten to Jake yet this year. He's been upright through 6 contests, and that says a lot about those big 8 guys up front.
Yeah, we really rotated those guys through tonight, just trying to get the right mix. And at times, some guys were off, and, we got a couple of holding penalties there that we really got to get better at. That's one of the things you talk about, penalties. I know of at least, I think, four holds. So, that's 50 yards right there, a third of our penalties in yardage. So just things we really got to work on. But our offensive line just continue to work. And, again, it's no secret that I'm extremely challenging to that group. They got some senior leadership over there, and those guys really have bought into our 48-minute, keep swinging approach. And there at the end, when those guys salivate, they see those gash runs. Those 3 runs become 7, and 7 become 15, and then Stiltner has a couple long ones. Those guys really salivate, and I'm just really proud of them and who they are and who they continue to be. But we got a long ways to go. We still got work to do. We are not a finished product by any means. But we are better than we were in week 1. That's really what it's about.
All right, Coach. We'll talk to you Wednesday night. We'll break it all down on Inside Raceland Football. Safe travels home, and we'll talk to you this week.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get home, and, people can't forget, I don't want to get on my soapbox here about RPI, but everybody talks about RPI, and like I told our team, if you want to play RPI, that's rat poison. Winning the district is how you get home playoff games. Mm-hmm. Winning the district, coincides with more RPI points. But at the end of the day, RPI doesn't come into play unless you're in the final 8. So you got to make sure that you take care of the district. You get 2 home games. And then from there, if you're fortunate enough to be playing, we'll go play, anywhere. And so really proud of our guys. We'll go back home. We'll get regrouped. And we'll be ready for homecoming at Raceland next Friday night.
All right, Coach. We'll talk to you Friday night.
Thank you.
Recent head coach Mike Sammons joining here. Time for the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game. Johnson Chiropractic, when joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. Give him a call, 606-473-5151. A couple of candidates I could go either way here, both on either side of the ball. But one guy that I'm going to go here with tonight, he was in a lot of places on both sides of the ball. And I'm going to go with Jonah Arnett. 12 carries for 94 yards tonight, 41 on a long run. He also caught 2 passes for 19 total yards. Again, playing in that safety position back there with Landon Goodall. But just a really good night for Jonah. And several other players here that's in the mix. And, again, we're going to mix this stuff up. We're halfway home. We still got a lot of stuff to go here. But, you look at Parker Eisen. Had no touchdown passes received this year. Got 2 here tonight. That's big. And, again, the way Jake distributes the football has been really, really big. Landon Goodall nearly had his 5th interception in 5 games tonight, 3 different times. Landon Bloss, what a return to the game he was for this team. So a lot of key components that really played into the outcome of this football game, but this team certainly clicking on all cylinders after getting punched in the mouth right out of the gate, down 7-0. And then answered and rolled off 28 unanswered and pushed this one out of reach before the Bulldogs could get back up off the mat. 35-14, your final score. That'll do it for us here tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'll be with you at 9 o'clock on Across the Line. We'll break everything down. We'll look all across all of MLB, top 25 football, NFL, and the Border Sportingans Rant of the Week, all at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. For everyone here at the Total Media Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying so long from Hazard.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams football broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams